Good morning. Okay. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is the scene for House of Cups, Changeling the Dreaming venue. Here we have Anastasia. She is the dragon's in the Goblin Market, right? Am I right about that?
No, the dragon doesn't live in the changeling market. He has his nest ways off from the changeling market.
Okay.
I will
Well,
point out my dragon lives in the changeling market.
fair
He's
enough.
nice and tame.
So today we have this scene is taking place in the Goblin Market. Anastasia recently minted Squire of House Darian, House Danan, excuse me, and she is wearing her house colors, smiling, quite proud of herself, and selling food, laughing, joking, making things quite hospitable. She seems to be in good spirits, and we'll take our scene there.
Just typical around the market in full armor and everything. Because he's trolling.
Upon seeing Nathan, she will smile and wave enthusiastically. Um, Look at her staff, put up a finger, say 1 minute, as she like jumps in front of you and spins around, showing off. She's excited. I did it! I did it! I did it! So awesome, right? So like, being like a squire and all, I think I should buy some armor, but I don't know where to buy armor. But you do things like that, right? So I figured I'd like give you the money and you can make me something, right?
I can do that.
Great, great.
What kind of armor would you prefer?
Something that doesn't make me look fat.
Alright.
Oh, right. It should be able to like not let things hurt me. I forget about those things. She kind of laughs. Um, and I want to be able to move in it and not be encumbered. If you can do that.
I think I can work something out. I'll get it set up and I'll let you know how much it'll be.
Okie dokie. And she will give you a heart sign with her two hands. Thank you so much. All right, I have to get back to her. And she goes back to her stand.
Okay, so Arban is also traveling through the market. He's riding his horse through the market. You know, he's probably got someone, you know, riding on the horse next to him, and they're, you know, chatting away. You know, it looks like he's giving someone a ride when you listen, and you know, he makes a couple loops around, drops them off, and then sees Sir Nathan and Anastasia and waves and makes his way over there.
Oh my gosh,
He gets over,
hi.
he dismounts from his horse. Oh, hello, Anastasia. How are you doing today?
I'm good, I'm good. How are you?
Doing quite good. Just showing some people around on Pat's the horse's side next to him.
She will nuzzle the horse, stroke its face.
The horse, by the way, has a flaming, like its mane and its tail are made out of flaming rainbow, like literal flaming rainbow.
Oh, big guy, you must be hungry. As she goes and gets like a bag of apples, and starts feeding the horse.
The horse loves he loves it. He's very happy. He loves Anastasia already.
Who's a good boy? Stroking this. You are. You are.
He'll nod to Nathan. I'm doing well. How are you doing today, Sir Nathan?
Alright. Just trolling.
Yes, everything's been quite peaceable. We haven't had any dragon incidents lately.
Nathan immediately will turn over to like the nearest wooden stall and just like knock 3 times on it.
I'll be nice.
So I can get involved. Canthos is walking through the changeling market, playing his violin as he goes. So his hands are flicking nimbly over the strings as he plays and walks, seemingly not really caring where he goes. But when he sees Arbane, he will stop, he will smile, and he will bow.
Arbane will bow back.
He will then allow his gaze to flick over to Nathan, and he will look him up and down. I assume Nathan is wearing his knight's sash.
He's wearing his armor.
Okay. He will bow again, very deeply, and he will say, "So, allow me to make a slight assumption as to you, me, and everything else. You're a knocker, you're wearing the livery of House Dougal, and are an anointed and honored knight. I would say that you are Sir Nathan. I could be wrong, and if so, I apologize immediately."
Well, luckily you are correct in this instance.
I have heard nothing but the most good things about you, Sir Nathan. You seem to exemplify what it is to be a good person and a good knight. It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Pleasure is neutral. And he'll, like, if you want to roll perk empathy on him, you totally can.
I'll make that roll.
I,
Let's get up the old dice roller. Hong Kong has carrots. Here we go. Gosh. Nope, he is completely oblivious. That was a roll made of fail sauce. Oh well, at least it wasn't a bot, in which case you think that he was about to hit him. But he will say, "Those Nightshade Applianan, called by some the Dragon Tamer. A pleasure to make your acquaintance again."
you cut off like at the beginning of your introduction.
Oh, sorry. Is that better? Worse? Better?
That's better.
He will bow again and he will say, "In that case, allow me to give you my introduction. Canthos Nightshade Applianan, called by some the Dragon Tamer. A pleasure to make your acquaintance yet again."
Likewise. I served a Baron of House Leanon for a little while. Didn't end terribly well for him.
I apologize immediately. But then again, harps are always interesting. Some play sweetly, some not so sweetly, I've often found.
He was alright. I mean, as a person, he was okay. Got into some shady stuff.
Yes,
I
that
trust you'll
tends
not
to
be
happen. He'll smile and he'll say, "No, believe it or not, dear Arbane here already brought me to every Gwydion he could find to have me questioned. It was rather interesting. An excellent way to spend an afternoon."
Yes, especially considering the Knights of House Gwydion in that city are quite honorable, and you'll find quite interesting to speak to.
I have no doubt.
Yeah, Bill's alright. He's a nice guy. For a vodka Sunday next time you see him.
I'm a terrible person.
I said,
I just can't do anything.
well, I hope you're staying in the cities well. Have you been told about all the various things going on?
Oh yes, absolutely. He will smile again, and he says, "But then again, I'm here for a task, and I intend to see it done."
What is your task? You don't mind me asking.
Well, I've always considered the name Dragon Tamer to be somewhat of a misnomer. I came here in order to see if I could show the dragon that's loose here how to be more itself.
I don't think it has a problem being itself.
From what I've been told, how to best express. Okay, so think about it like this. You are a running river. You run down the cool mountainside until you get to the sea. Does that make sense?
Yes.
However, if someone argues over whether you are a stream or a lake, oftentimes the river can get confused and then it doesn't flow as well. It's about making it so that this wonderful creature understands what it is and what it represents.
Again, I'm pretty sure it has a good idea of that. Seen the dragon yet?
No, I was just on my way to go and see it.
A pleasure to meet you. Anastasia will, after finishing with some customers, will put out her hand.
Canthos will take it, and rather than shake it, he will lean down and kiss your hand on the ring finger.
Such manners.
Well, I was
Lords of
always
the
taught that they make the man.
Lords of the Harp indeed perceive their reputation. But at any rate, would you like something to eat, sir?
Though I may return later. As I've said, it's my intention to go and meet this dragon for myself. If you would like to accompany me, Sir Nathan, you are, of course. This should indeed be a great adventure.
He'll look at Arbane and say, from what I understand, the dragon is under the protection of House Fiona, and given that Squire Arbane here is the only representative of said house in the area, immediate area, I would not want to intrude on his house's protection and whatnot. That makes sense.
Arbane just kind of inclines his head towards Sir Nathan. I am sure my Baroness would not be opposed to an honorable knight of House Dougal accompanying us, if only to keep an eye on rambunctious members of the city. And he just smiles very politely.
Let me get a smoke in real quick, and then I will be more than glad to accompany you. And Tiger's going to go get a drink, so I'll be right back.
Okay.
Nathan is so much cooler than Tiger. He's edgy and smokes. Tiger doesn't.
You guys can still talk to.
I think it's more that we were kind of like standing in cold silence, but whatever.
I mean, there is like all the very like noticeable coldness between the two. She and then Anastasia is there doing her thing. So it's probably just like the really awkward type of she's being her and just they're being awkward.
She's being her.
Is Anastasia she or what is she?
Anastasia's a boggin.
Ooh, you should totally use that birthright.
All right, I'll use the birthright.
There's fun stuff going on in this scene.
All right,
fun relationships between people.
Which boggin birthright is that?
Social dynamics.
When I know how everybody in this room feels about everybody else, because fuck you, I'm boggin and I'm awesome.
Okay.
I believe it is a perception empathy, diff 6. Joey, can you roll me 7 dice? No, 8 dice.
Maybe. Yep, one second. Let me just go to the dice room because I was just about to open it up. 8 dice, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Right, 4 successes. And
What's
there's
up?
2 10s.
So what's happening in this?
So I'll say how Arbane feels, and then that way Evan can narrate how Canthos feels. Arbane's hella sus of Unseelie. He's just like, dude's super nice. I'm super suspicious. Why is he being so nice? I'm going to murder him probably because he's too nice. Pretty much. Oh, sorry.
Canthos basically feels, how interesting, how little he is. That's about it.
Anastasia will get from her stand popcorn and just kind of look between the two of them like, oh, so this is today.
So Nathan has returned from his smoke break.
Yes.
Dun, 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 dun. So I think, and Arbane will just look to the group then and say, well, I believe we are ready to go. If everyone is prepared.
Smile. Of course.
Hashtag Canthos is so tempted to offer the bargain a piggyback ride, is restraining self.
I will do what you gotta do. Tom Cole said.
But yeah, no. So in that case, I guess we will have to ask the Fiona to lead the way to where we're actually going.
So he will hop on the horse and offer Anastasia like to ride on the horse with him, since you obviously
She'll
don't
do
want
it.
the lady.
Yeah, of course. She'll get on
So
behind.
he'll okay. So then he'll go. We can make our way to the nest. Sir Nathan, do you have a form of transportation to follow us? We will be traveling quite fast.
Don't honestly.
At this point, Canthos will smile to Sir Nathan. He'll say, "Have you ever actually flown on Dragonback, Sir Nathan?"
Can't say that I have.
In that case, this won't be a new experience if you'd care to fly with me.
His face, if you could see his face, it just kind of like goes white for a moment. And then he's like, I'm going to be honest. The last time I saw a dragon, like a traditional dragon, not the kind of dragon we're going to go see, I was flipping it off and trying to distract it. So me and dragons will just kind of trail off.
I'm more than happy to walk if it makes you more comfortable.
Out
So
of
at
character,
least,
by the way, your dragon likes standing close to Nathan.
okay.
Rare magnet.
Oh yes, chimerical. I fucking love that flaw.
It's great.
But no, he'll
It's
smile
terrifying.
and he'll say, "In that case, I'll happily walk with you, Sir Adams. After all, it seems only polite."
Okay. I know the way pretty well. So from our last few trips, Arbane.
He'll nod, and then what he'll do, because he's gonna show off. He's a Fiona. He'll just whisper to Anastasia really lightly to hold on. We're gonna travel really fast. Essentially, like he'd say it more she-like than I did, but and he's gonna rear the horse back. Do as a bunk for Wayfair 2, as he kind of like gives a holler of excitement and then kicks him into full speed. Kim.
What were the bonks again?
It was
What else was it?
the rearing the horseback, the yell, like kind of like not really like a whoop, but like a yell of exhilaration and like pretty much being a Fiona. 2. Okay, -2. That's good enough for me. 7, 5. Got an F in there. Let me check, make sure I don't have nightmare dice. I do not. And I'm going to roll and get my book out. 3 successes. I believe that boosts our speed by ×3.
I think so.
Ding, Wayfair 2.
No, I think it doubles your speed, but it determines how. Oh no, the turn, or is it doubles?
Let me see.
Mhm.
I'm right at Wayfair.
Also, go while we were looking up. That would be a good time.
I think Byron's going to be sitting next to the dragon, actually, grumbling at it to breathe fire on this piece of iron for him.
Each success grants the subject 1 extra action or doubles her movement speed on her next turn.
Yes, yeah. So doubles movement speed. So it'd be he's a horse. He goes like maybe 20, 30 miles an hour. There's double that, 60.
The point is you get there fast.
Yeah, we get there really fast. We're going like 200 miles an hour.
Before we leave, Canthos will walk over to Byron and will smile and say, Conrad doesn't really take to being ordered around. If you really want some dragon fire, I'm sure I can arrange it later.
Wrong dragon. We're going to visit the other dragon, right?
Oh, I thought you said you were gonna. I thought you were asking my dragon.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, you got to
That's even
specify
better.
which one because there's 2. Also, there's going to be words.
Mm-hmm. So literally, it's just going to be Canthos and Nathan having a nice, pleasant walk through the dreaming, whilst people right ahead of us.
As soon as we get there, Anastasia will yell and like, "Oh my God, don't do that ever again. It's fun, but don't." Okay, thanks.
He'll laugh and he'll nod. Well, at least you can say you had the experience of riding on a horse as fast as a bullet train.
Yes, yes, I can. As she like holds her stomach with obvious whiplash.
The horse just gives like a whinny and does like almost like, you know how horses do that kind of stamp beat?
Hmm.
He does that and he has this look that even if you're not a horse, you can tell that look is very proud of yourself, like very smug horse look.
She will try to keep the contents of her stomach inside. You don't like him very much, do you?
The Leonin? He's personable enough. Though I'll admit that doesn't make me trust him anymore.
Huh. I mean, you hide it well, but it's a little obvious. She smiles.
He chuckles and nods. Yes, so I'll admit I'm not the most political. Have fun and hunt monsters. And he kind of just shrugs.
I guess that is a really simplistic way of looking things, but I can't fault it.
So Nathan, after we got that the horse was a chimera.
That's kind of,
Yeah, that's kind of a thing. Also, you're at the dragon now.
Okay.
He's not.
As I've never seen it in character, what does the dragon look like?
So only a pure dragon with like 3 toes and he's gold. Just like gold dragon. with whispers. He's lying on his back and he's snoring with a tree in his mouth.
Okay. Canthos kind of looks the dragon up and down. He appears to be almost mesmerized by it. He says, my, you weren't kidding, were you? Huh. Well, this is going to be interesting.
Nathan's kind of staying a fair distance away from the nest.
Anastasia will join Nathan and offer him popcorn.
He'll gladly take some popcorn.
By the way, when they got there, Byron was told not to order the dragon around.
By whom?
Arbane, he would have just told him, don't order the dragon around. It's not your place.
He just ignores Arbane then.
Times like this, I wish I had Sovereign.
Coincidentally, I might be popping Sovereign.
Oh,
Yeah, I'll leave that up to you.
Yeah, so Canthos kind of puts his hands out to either side. He'll unbuckle his belt, put the sword down, put the violin down. Unbuckle his cape, so he's just standing there in basically plain black fatigues, plain black underrobes, as he walks towards the dragon.
Still snoring. Lying on his
It's
back.
still what, sorry?
Snoring.
It's snoring. It's sleeping.
Oh, it's sleeping. Okay.
He's
In that case, Canthos
the
will
tree in his
with the tree in his mouth. Okay.
Also, Ken, are we in the near dreaming?
at the edge. As in your dreaming.
Okay.
Okay.
So the dragon's asleep with the tree in his mouth. In that case, Canthos will walk up till he's about 20 feet away from the dragon, looking him straight on in the face, and will kneel there and won't move. He will just kneel there looking at him.
Munching on popcorn. Munch, munch, munch.
Munch, 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 munch. Literally, I'm happy to kneel there until either the dragon wakes up, however long that takes, or until somebody does something else.
Arbane is just. I'm muted. I can't tell if I'm muted. Okay, no, I'm not. Arbane is just standing there with his arms crossed, watching Canthos.
Oi, Fluffy! Shouts Byron again.
Okay.
No, wait, no, Spot! That's it. That was the name. Spot! Damn it.
Nathan's gonna lean over to Anastasia. Did they name the dragon?
Yeah, it sounds like that's what happened. She kind of eats.
Arbane's face upon hearing this is just the face of what the fuck? Why?
Okay.
But yeah,
Canthos.
the,
Sorry.
the dragon will lazily open his eyes and give side eye to the person that's shouting at him.
So, Spot, you want to play a game?
I would really, Squire Morningstar, do you mind if you let me work for a few moments? I would be eternally grateful.
Nathan, whenever you say Squire Morningstar, Nathan turns and gives a weird look to Byron.
Byron just shrugs. He never said anything.
Anastasia will look to Nathan. Good thing we're not catty or anything.
Right.
Oh, is someone actually not a squire? Oh, I see. Lying
just-
to me.
No, he just hasn't corrected you because he doesn't feel like it.
Okay. Kim, at this point, what seems most appropriate in order to wake him up?
He's just giving Byron side-eye for waking him up.
Okay. In that case, because he's clearly not in a kind of a happy mood, having been woken up, rock a. For a start, let's do. Yeah. For a start, let's pop on some Majesty, because Majesty, or it is called Majesty, isn't it? Can't remember
Majesty
the
is
name.
the vampire power.
Okay. It's Sovereign rank 2, the one that's like, love me, look at me.
Essentially,
Basically.
by a different name.
Okay. Yeah,
Does anybody have common sense?
Nope.
it's called Grandeur. I can.
I have gut
yes.
instinct. I believe I'm going to duck and roll away. Is that right, Kim?
What?
I have the merit gut instinct. Something's about to go really wonky, isn't it?
Gut instincts doesn't really work for this. It has a specific thing that it procs for, and this ain't it.
Okay.
His logic is that if anyone here is a noble, they can literally just spend the willpower to ignore me. So, in that case, the bunk I'll use to activate Grandeur is he's going to start singing a very melodic song. Kind of it's a lullaby he'll have picked up that is basically a Chinese lullaby about dragons because it makes sense. Fucked if my character can. So I'll just do the performance roll as part of the bunk. The bunk. Or Grandeur. And Voice of a Songbird, so that drops the difficulty to 4. And rolling. Oh, that didn't work. So that's going to be that. 9. Holy crap! I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 successes on my performance roll as I'm basically singing to the dragon. Hashtag I do music, yo. So whatever value of bunk you equate that to be.
Yes.
Okay, so that's a weird. Okay, so what? Okay, how has this happened? Like, how would his successes?
That means singing a really good song.
But he's using it as a bunk, right?
Yes. How long are you singing the song for?
It'll only be for, he'll only sing, one verse in the chorus, so just enough to get the dragon's attention, so, and then pop the Grandeur, so I'd say about 30 seconds to 45 seconds.
2. Minus 2 difficulty. That's what I've been doing for a standard song, and since it's so short.
Yep, no, that's entirely fair. So that will drop it down to 6. I will. So that'll be.
You're on 5, by the way, because we're in the near dreaming. Your base diff is 7.
Oh yeah, cool. You are indeed right. So that will bring it down to 6, which will bring it down to 5. And it's the dragon counts as a chimerical creature, doesn't it?
Yep.
So that will kick in Fae, and I'm an Autumn She Infinity Realm, which will kick down another 1. I will have to, however, spend 3 dross in order to increase the realm, so I can affect a powerful Chimera, which I believe is I believe is Fae 5.
Chimera are Fae 3. Yeah. Like animate Chimera.
Are they?
Yes. Manifold Chimera. Fae 5 is for affecting like treasures, cantrips, freeholds, dross, and trods.
Okay, cool. In that case, he will drop 1 dross into it, so it brings up his Fae to the requisite levels, and I will roll at diff. So there's 7, 6, 5, 4. I will roll 5 at diff 4, and I will spend a willpower. That is not how that should have gone.
Oh, okay. Wait,
Because it did weird things. Anyway,
he forgot the F.
Oh, you rolled
He did.
D104s.
I did, you know.
Hey, you got 208 successes on it.
I did, you know.
Okay.
So that will be 3 successes for Grandeur on the Dragon.
2, you have a 1.
I've spent a willpower.
Oh, okay. I see. You're activating Sovereign on the Dragon.
Mm-hmm. Actually, I think based on how Grandeur works, I think I'm just activating Sovereign. I don't think it targets a specific person. I think it's just like anyone who is in the area kind of thing.
Well, if that's the case, then you need to add scene, because that's literally the purpose of the scene room.
Anyone?
It is. You target it, but you can add scene to make it work like Majesty.
AoE.
Yeah, no, you are right. I misread that. That's cool. So yeah, it'll be on the dragon. It's literally just so I can get automatic successes on the animal handling roll I'm about to make.
Dun, 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 dun. And then Jaws Chimera appears.
Do. Oh shit.
So I don't actually have to roll? Okay. So this dragon looks pissed the fuck off. Like, you done fucked up.
Okay.
Your guys' instincts are going off now, Byron. And he flops over.
Uh-oh.
Nathan takes a very large step back.
Takes a large step back. Not what I signed up for.
I'm a Fiona. I'm not going to take a step back, but I'm also not going to go forward.
There you go.
Okay. I'm trying to decide. There's a thing I need to decide.
Murder all the she. Wait, why am I saying that? I'm a she.
Byron fully agrees with this statement.
It's okay. The red caps are next. They taste better anyways.
It tastes like a stone. I made it rock.
Maybe it's a dragon that likes to eat rocks.
You never had rocks?
Oh, rock soup. How could I forget?
Uh-huh.
Something. Right now, he's like staring you down.
He basically puts on his face doesn't change from its impassive, but he stands up and he kind of lets the wind blow the cloak back in that kind of pseudo anime pose, and he's staring. He's not staring the dragon down in the sense he's not like I'm harder than you, but he's just keeping the dragon locked in his gaze.
Byron's gonna move the hell away now. His gut's telling him that something's gonna happen.
Well, they say that in the event you are trapped by a bear, the best thing is to actually stare them down rather than run away. So let's see how this goes.
When you're trapped by a bear is to try and suplex it. So I mean, you're gonna fail, but at least they'll have something cool to run.
But what you're saying is, in the event paramedics find your bloody, beaten body and there is still an ounce of life left in those broken bones, you can announce, "I suplexed a bear!"
No, you can look them in the eye and say, "I ain't no bitch."
No, wait, Tiger. So what you're saying is when you meet a bear, you should go bear on it.
Yes.
I got that.
We never go full Bosco. Going full Bosco is just if only the most hardcore of people.
You're not wrong.
Anastasia takes out a pen and begins to write. That is my action.
The world needs more Bosco.
Hey,
Yes.
Ah. Ow. Okay, we're good now.
so the dragons search for Ellen. Are you going to listen to his warning to back off?
What to do? Rather than that, can I do it basically? How to phrase? Can I make a animal handling roll to try and calm it down?
I mean, let's see. You could try. It's gonna be like dip 9, and you would need how many successes? At least 3 successes.
Kim, question. If I want to figure out what cantrip was used, can I roll intelligence, Grayman?
That's actually the House I Lunid Boon, isn't it?
The House on Loon Boon is, if I remember correctly, is that if you have met the changeling before, you can tell whether or not they unleashed. something like that to that effect.
I think the House of Lunar boom gives you like an easier time figuring that out. Let me look there real quick. Is the Greymare thing something everyone can do? I know for sure.
I posted it already up.
Oh, you got it. Sick.
Joey, can you give me 5 dice?
Yep. Do you want it tagged with anything? And what def?
6. Unless the SP says otherwise.
3 successes.
Is that enough to know what the hell just happened? Yeah.
So, Diff 9, minimum 3 successes.
Oh no, the 3 successes was for me to figure out what cantrip was used.
Oh, I was talking to Evan.
Okay, no problem. Sorry.
He's thinking about it. He's thinking about it.
This is a really pissed off dragon.
Always thinking about it. Do you want to tell him?
On the 3 successes, Evan's character is a she, right?
Mhm.
Oh yeah, you can tell. That's Sovereign. Like, with 3 successes, and it's a she.
Scribble, scribble, scribble.
Scribbly, scribbly, scribbly. What to do? I'm kind of in the mindset of no ball, do it or no balls.
Also, do it or no balls.
Oh god! Now Tiger said it to me. I've got peer pressure. God. That.
Think of it this way.
That's secret.
That's inside of his nest. And you use arts on him.
And you're a stranger.
Yeah, you haven't been here before.
Hashtag so tempted to just unleash Sovereign and be like, fuck this. Nah. But probably best not.
I mean, what could go wrong? Double down. Everybody does it.
God damn it, now I've been peer pressured twice.
Nothing can possibly go wrong.
Nothing.
She don't back down from anything. That's what I always hear.
Oh,
Dragon, it
so
basically
much peer
looked at
pressure.
you and called you a bitch. Said square up.
he's not wrong. Ugh, fine. God dang it. I'm gonna die, but c'est la vie. I'm not going to unleash Sovereign because I could just imagine the hilarious Fiona bitch fest that would emerge in my general direction.
I mean, it would be a Fiona bitch fest unless it hit everybody, and if it hit everybody, it would be not a bitch fest. It would be there's a Dragonire unleashing going on right now.
Well, no, if it hit everyone in the vicinity, it would be yes, my lord. Let me polish your boots, my lord. Let's be fair.
I mean, I got higher rank than you.
Yeah, I was gonna say I could spend a willpower and ignore it for the scene.
Well, no, my point is, if it was an unleashing, probably not, dear. If you unleashed it, it would be a serve me forevermore kind of thing.
You could do that. I'm not going to stop you, but there will be definitely.
I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Don't worry about it. You know what? God damn it, Grok. Just the whole she don't back down from a challenge.
I mean, it is what it is, man.
You're not wrong. No, actually, my character's not dumb. He will beat a hasty retreat.
So
But he
you're out
comes-
of his.
Yep, but he comes back smiling with a really big smile on it.
Byron would like it stated that he has not done anything hostile to the dragon and is not showing teeth towards the dragon. And he is slowly moving the chimerical iron away from the dragon.
The what?
Chimerical building material. He wanted the dragon to breathe on it. Because he doesn't know how crafting works yet in the dreaming.
Oh, that's what. Oh, I love this. Anyway, Kim,
Yeah.
I have an apple in my satchel. I'm going to use spring 1 on it.
Spring one. Will you pull that up for me, please?
Yeah.
Man, you know,
So
it'd be
we
great
can whispering to the apple and then kiss it lightly.
if C20 had all the fucking arts.
I know, it's just like one art that's bookmarked.
Contract. It's great. Good lord.
It would be nice if they could have like an ability to make custom bookmarks in it, but that
Yeah,
would
that'd be
be
nice.
too convenient for people.
Plus, the fact that the bookmarks, you probably just click on the. Versus the what?
225.
Ah, crap. I also have that ability. I could have used that. Oh well, I've retrieved it now.
Okay, so you're just growing an apple tree. Okay.
All right. So it's 7. How much do I get for the bunk?
Which punk was it?
She whispered to the apple and then lightly kissed it.
2. Minus
All right.
3.
So that's 5, and that's Joey. Can you roll me 4 dice? The 5.
Yep. Let me jump over there.
Or I could actually go to rolls.
Okay.
I mean,
Diff and 4.
With 1 willpower spent.
Okay, diff 5. 4 dice. I diff 5. 1 willpower.
Mhm.
Okay. I'll make sure before I hit it. 4 successes.
4 successes. So yeah. It starts.
I'll walk over to the dragon. I'll walk over to the dragon. Pet it. Be at the apple.
He knows you. You're nice. He'll sniff at you. Like, he won't exactly allow you inside the nest, but he'll lean over and let you pet him.
I'll pet him.
Funny question, Kim. Can I maneuver around where I can see if this dragon is a boy or a girl? Because it's being way more protective of its nest than it was last time.
I wonder why. It's like somebody invaded his nest and used arts on him.
Well, I mean, to be fair, like,
I mean,
you never know,
somebody.
could have the clutch eggs.
I mean, if somebody rolled up in my house, tried to use an art on me, and then misgendered me, I'd be a little upset too.
Actually, I haven't thought
That's a
about
bit
that
more
at
than
all.
upset.
Sorry, what are you saying, Kim?
what?
Keep it.
Like what?
Before you go. It remains a mystery today.
I didn't hear the answer. Okay, it remains a mystery. Okay. Arbane is just going to like cautiously approach with one hand up, let the dragon sniff his hand. He's not going to come into the nest, but he's just going to try and like be there, be a bit calming since the dragon before.
He licks your hand.
Okay, and he'll just kind of very lightly talk to him, just kind of not really like saying anything. Kind of how you talk to like a kid when they're kind of freaking out or something. You just kind of talk nonsense in a soothing tone to calm them down.
Mhm.
Anastasia will just start asking the dragon about its day. Pet it.
The dragon looks at Nathan.
Nathan freezes.
Dragon starts up. He's standing next to two other chimera.
Ah, that chimerical magnet flaw.
It was actually Div 3. I forgot to.
Damn.
It's that little puppy. He's giving you puppy dog eyes.
Joke's on it. I'm part machine now. I take a minus. I take a minus to my empathy dice full.
What?
House Dougal fly, yo.
Really?
Yeah.
Yep.
It's beautiful. It's the flaw that's not really a flaw because what good Dougal has empathy anyways.
Nobody's gonna stop himself from becoming a Machina. Let's be honest.
Yeah. I'm going with that one.
I mean, they needed it to make up for the flaw they had in second ed.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, the Duke is a cyborg, literally. Does not compete.
This isn't a. It's a troll. Oh, okay.
Oh my god, think about what a king that was in House Dougal would be. Oh god.
And thus it was. You must swear your oath of allegiance directly to RoboCop.
Not even RoboCop, fucking the God Machine.
That's what I was thinking. Like the giant computer. There's no throne. There's just a giant computer.
I mean, like, I know the only canon Dougal king I know of had like no voice box and shit like that.
Does not compute. Wait.
What was that, Tiger?
House Dougal in Scotland
Yup.
or Ireland, too.
Oh, for Ireland. Ooh.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
So,
When
the dragon and puppy dog goes to Nathan. Nathan apparently isn't moving a muscle.
Quickly, save the Nathan. I'm gonna pull out what was going to be my lunch, which is, a large affair since it's for a red cap. And I'm gonna dump 5 dross into it and offer it to the dragon.
won't somebody please think of the lunch?
Oh, let's get the dragon interested. He'll actually step out of the nest to take the food.
So I just hand him basically what ends up being like a giant picnic basket to him. Here.
Picnic basket. Oh my goodness.
Kim, can I have a perception investigation to see if any scales have fallen off the dragon in its sleep?
Fallen off, or go ahead and roll it.
Ba 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 ba. Investigation. Can I have 5 dice? Div 4? Div 6. Excuse me.
5 dice, diff 6.
It's not a bunch, it's only a failure.
Sorry, I've been
It's fine. It's whatever.
frustrated as well. So, oops.
I'm glad that you have a
2 successes.
All right. I put it in my satchel. Wait.
such a terrible roll. I'm sorry. But he's a young dragon. It's not really, no. Don't look loose. There doesn't seem to be any on the either.
Oh.
He's not stressed anymore. He's a pup. Oh yeah, he's enjoying that food though.
Now's the time for Byron's devious plot. Pulls the metal near the nest and points at it. Spot, breathe. Just spend a willpower so I don't botch this.
All right.
Oh, now we're gonna go.
It's always
Kantos has kind of seated himself on the top of like a ridge, or the, he's walked far enough away from the dragon, and he's now sitting down, and he's writing in a book, and he's like, he's just writing it, like occasionally looking up to observe what's going on.
So what would be the diff after offering the dragon my lunch? And the 5 draws.
I'll go with standard.
Okay. So spending a willpower and F6. Alrighty then. Here goes my mighty dice pool. 3 successes.
Are you in the right room?
Yeah, because nothing popped up in the room.
Oh, I'm in the wrong room.
I dropped the link in the side chat.
There you go. Now I'm in the room. Ah, 2 successes again.
Her with the willpower.
Yep, 3.
He'll consider you for a minute. You just like kind of like a whatever kind of thing. Like really good food with a lot of draws. So we'll go over to it and you molten obsidian on it.
Huh. This was blows obsidian on it. This was not what Byron had thought was going to happen. Pulls out his little book and writes it down in it. Then he pats the dragon. Good boy, good spot.
And, I know we had patrols and stuff set up. Who is currently patrolling like the dragon's area? Because I know we had something like that set up where he had guardians like constantly.
Yeah, it's like nameless NPC number 3 right now. Because
Oh yeah. He's just going is nameless. I'm assuming the nameless NPC is someone in like Baroness Finley's court.
yeah.
He'll just advise her or advise the NPC not to let just anybody who walks up see the dragon anymore unless they're accompanied by a member of House Fiona.
He'll pass that message along to the Baron and see what she says.
Kim, I step out of the nest. Now this is going to be a little nasty, but it's for science, I swear. Has the dragon pooped recently?
You want to
It's for science.
what's your
Has the dragon pooped recently?
perception alertness? Using your sense of smell?
It's like, I imagine Dragon Dawn's gonna be pretty big.
It's fair to say he doesn't poop around his nest.
That's also.
It's a smart dragon. It doesn't poop like near the nest. So like, so alertness. Alertness is Joey, can I have 4 dice?
4 dice, yep, standard diff. 1 success is not a 10.
With just one success, you don't really smell anything.
Okay, fair enough. Anastasia, walk over to Arben.
Okay.
Yeah.
He'll just look at her from where after he's walking back from talking with Nameless NPC.
If it'll be okay, I'm looking for some dragon manure for my garden. Rumors say that'll help it like grow faster. Do you think you could help me?
He'll nod and he'll call Eon over from probably where he was grazing or something, and he'll like let her. He'll let her mount up, and then he'll say, you can ride Eon and search around the area. He's trained for combat since he's a warhorse, so if anything happens, he should be able to get you out easily.
Oh, thank you.
Because he's not leaving the dragon with the people that's with without him there. So he'll just let her
Or
use Eon.
maybe you could talk to one of the guards. They seem more friendly to you. You think they would know something like that, right?
He shrugs and says, "That's possible. I'll ask around."
But if you insist, he seems to like me enough. We can go exploring around the nest.
He nods.
She'll get on the horse. The quest for poop continues.
And yeah. What is... Yeah. So Arben will then go and ask any of the guards if they've noticed where the dragon goes to do its business.
I guess another perception alertness.
Roll those bones.
Okay. Do you get any
Do I-
bonus dice for being able to... Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead. I'll cut you off.
I think we were going to ask the exact same question.
No, but you would literally, I literally cut you off, so go first. I feel bad.
No, you're good, man. Go.
Okay. Literally, do I get any reductions for asking like where does the dragon poop? Like, it's for science. I swear I'm not weird. LOL.
the night thing, he kind of like dropping it on the nightmare room that was bugging him.
Oh no.
How would he poop in a nightmare room? Oh goodness.
He poops over it, then the poop falls into the nightmare realm.
I'm traveling to the nightmare realm to find poop. She'll just look like, well, that's over.
You don't need poop that badly.
Nope, I don't.
Are you positive?
I mean, even me saying that out loud gives me skeevy vibes. Like, I'm good.
That's fair.
I mean, think about it like this: everybody poops.
True, but I don't want to
Goddamn.
be known as a Bakken that died looking for poop. There's also that.
I mean, you have a bunch of Brave, She, and Knocker, and a Red Cap.
I'd rather not be judged that way, thanks.
That is fair. Yeah. Arvane is just kind of watching how like the Dragon Tamer, as his noble title suggests, deals with the dragon.
He's currently writing in a book.
Okay.
Maybe we should go on an adventure.
No.
To
Adventures
the
are for
Nightmare
suckers.
Realm.
Stop encouraging them.
Yes, you know what? That thrill of excitement urged me on. This is happening because it's fucking Changeling, and I'm bored.
Arch Tiger.
That's really not a better fertilizer than dragon shit.
Oh, I'm ready. Let's hit it. Let's hit it.
Alright, so
Arvane.
Kim, I'm gonna start my bunks now.
Okay.
Arben, do you think it'll be I don't know, but we've adventured before, and sometimes when you're growing the more exquisite types of remedies and plants and cells and what have you, they need to be able to grow in the best conditions.
He'll nod and he'll say, understandable. Did you find out where the manure could be found?
The guard says something about the nightmare realm. I don't want to say that he's telling me a lie, but maybe he assumed I was just a bargain. She looks at him like, I'm
His eyes. So, has Anastasia ever met a Fiona before?
no. He's literally her first Fiona.
So Anthony, you know that glint. You as the player know that glint that
Of course I know
Fiona
that
gets in her
glint.
eyes.
Yeah.
He's got that glint in his eyes.
They
He just
said
rubs
poop-
his hands together. Sorry.
I mean, they said pooped in the nightmare realm. I feel weird asking people to go with me to the nightmare realm to go look for poop.
Without looking up from his book, Campus will say, "You know that I have a perfectly serviceable dragon back at the Changeling Market who could probably provide you with what you require."
But what if we find something magical? Where's your sense of adventure?
It died with the technocracy. Says Byron.
Arvane
without looking
literally waves like dismissively at Byron and says, We have a bard. Let's see, indicates Canthos. We have a brave knight, indicating Nathan. I don't see why we cannot make a brave adventure to retrieve magical ingredients.
Because you want us to essentially risk our life and limb for what essentially amounts to... Sorry, I'm going to put on his voice again. Mostly because you essentially want us to risk life and limb for what essentially amounts to bat guano for science, where there's an entire supply of it over there in the nice, safe area.
There are a number of following in the area where there's now a nightmare realm, apparently. This seems like they might be connected. And speaking for myself as a knight of this realm, I kind of have a responsibility to clear that shit out.
Nods.
These are my betters talking. I don't got shit to say.
At which point he will look up at Nathan. Candace will look up at Nathan and blink his. One of his eyes is purple, the other is deep red. So it's kind of a bit weird to look him directly in the eyes. And he says, "In that case, as I would be the only person here non-squired, I must obey your order, my lord."
I'm not going to force anybody to come with us that does not wish to. It is incredibly dangerous. That being said,
Can
we'll
we?
be getting
Oh, sorry, Nathan. Continue.
good word put in for them to never.
I will also point out that I totally just dropped the fact that I'm still convinced Byron's a squire, because apparently that's both big and clever and funny.
Byron's wearing a page sash, so he's not going to correct anyone that says something like that, because he's literally wearing a page sash.
I'm calling hacks. Yesterday you introduced yourself as a squire. You never said you were wearing a sash.
No.
Yes, you did.
said
Yes,
squire.
you did, dear.
I said Byron Morningstar App Dougal. That doesn't make me a squire.
While the she
mean,
argues
okay.
about business and who has the bigger penis.
I mean, I was just gonna say it. I've never seen like the sash thing in Canada, so it can easily just be a thing that's unique to the city, and Canthos does not know it.
That's actually true.
I thought the sashes were a thing, but okay.
No, not that I've found anywhere else.
That's
It
cool.
makes a lot of sense to have them. Kim, Byron has sung while everyone's been like talking and everything about doing this. Let it go, and it's so easy when you're evil. And
That's not reassuring.
then he shed a
Are you seeing?
yes.
Yeah.
You're singing two whole songs.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
And then at the very last bit, he's going to shed a tear, put it on the end of his sword, and then stab it into the obsidian. And he's going to use Winter 1 to cool the obsidian off.
We get a total of -5.
All right. I'm going to have to spend a glamour because I do not have prop. I don't believe. Hold on.
I think that would be nature because it's not a created object.
Is it nature or prop for this obsidian pool?
Nature.
Alright, I'll spend 1 to give me that. And then 3.
There is a Red Cap's Affinity Realm, so another -1.
So difficulty is 7 -4 is 3 +1 because I had to spend a glamour because I don't have the necessary art.
It doesn't add it.
It doesn't? Okay. So difficulty 3 4.
What is if you were adding, are you spending glamour to add time or realm? Or time or scene?
5.
Yes.
You know what? Since we're marching into the jaws of, well, This is the first time I can say we're marching to battle for poo. I feel like that needs to be a hashtag. Hashtag I died for poo.
4 successes. So I guess I have frozen the pool of obsidian.
Yeah. It is now solid obsidian. And the knight that is guarding the dragon looks at you. She's like, "What you doing?"
I'm gonna take some obsidian. After we get back from apparently going to risk our lives for dragon poo.
Dragon poo.
I will look at random and see. We're gonna go into rid the city of its styling problem, or at least a portion of it. And also possibly do some dragons that are along the way. I don't really know what they need it for, but now, this obsidian belongs to the dragon, which is under the protection of House Fiona. So, and he'll look at Arbane. That is ultimately up to you guys, who is allowed to take it, claim over it. It's generally polite, and he'll always you to look at Byron to ask before you just start taking things that don't belong to you.
I gave the dragon food and dross. And I asked the dragon to breathe. And it was happy to, breathe on this spot of dirt.
Arbane will just kind of... He'll just look at Byron and nod to Nathan and say, "For now, take it. I will speak to my Baroness about it and allow her to make the decision on who is allowed to harvest around the dragon."
Just so I can get rolling these arrows out of the way, Kim. Kanthos will draw his sword. He will lick down the blade of the sword enough to draw ever so slight amounts of blood from his tongue. Because, hashtag unseelie she life. He will then poke a finger onto the cut on his tongue and will then scribe something on the sword on either side of it. Just literally like kind of weird markings and such in blood on the sword handle. Or on the sword blade, rather. Or a bunk for Dragon Eye or two.
Okay, so you're again drawing sigils with the blood that you've drawn. I think so. Because drawing a little blood and the blood is and sigils pretty unique to you.
I didn't hear you, Kim.
Thoughts?
2, thank you.
Like, I'm in half, you get like a -5, but.
That's cool. Okay, cool. So that would make it's div 7 and then you're dreaming. Gonna sneeze. Nope, not gonna sneeze. So div 7 becomes div div 7 becomes div 5. I'm using it for myself, so that will bring it down to div 4 because it's my affinity art to use Fey, and I'm gonna spend the dross to add time 3 into the effect. It will activate when I draw this sword from its sheath next. And I'll spend the 3 requisite points of dross to add time 3 to the effect, so it's div 5. And I'm going to spend a willpower.
What level Dragon's Ire did you use?
Beg your pardon?
What level of Dragon's Ire did you use?
2.
That's not... Yeah. Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
You're casting it on yourself, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Okay.
But I'm casting it. I'm casting it as a triggered effect, so it'll trigger the next time I draw the sword.
Got you.
So that will be. Spending the willpower. So that is 3 successes with willpower. And yeah, the only other one he really wants to cast, if we're going to go and do the combat thing, is he's going to just what would be a fun. He will kind of you know what? I'm just going to cast Dragon's Ire 1 on myself because why not? And leave it hanging the same way. Can you have you can't have multiple effects to trigger on the same trigger, can't you?
That's up to ST.
There's nothing in the book. You can't.
If not, you could put it the next time you were swinging your sword at an enemy, it would go off using the same basic thing, but it wouldn't be the exact same trigger.
Yeah, that's fair. I'll do it with a slightly different trigger because it feels kind of cheesy to just have it everything under the same exact moment in time. And I'm just going to roll this without a bunk because we're in the dreaming. So to 7 and spend a willpower because Cantos actually has a lot of willpower. Ah. So that is a 2. So that is when I draw my sword and do the whole swinging thing. It will be. It should have been diff 8, by the way, because I did use time into the sphere, but I rolled the success as a 10, so it doesn't make a difference. So when I swing my sword next, I will add 2 to my strength, basically. And that's me done. I'm now happy to go and kill myself for poo.
Kim,
Yes.
the 2 skills that I got out of the nest, I want to use.
There wasn't any skills.
Say what?
There wasn't any skills in the nest.
Okay, fair enough. I didn't hear you. Okay. Bop, bop. Ooh. Oh. Well, that's cool.
So, you guys are prepping, right? Just like sitting around in a little semicircle and talking to each other, getting ready, whatnot.
Pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much.
You feel the dragon on back.
He's gonna freeze again.
Byron just is looking at Arbane now, just waiting for the person that's supposed to be responsible for the dragon to do something.
He already. Okay, what's happening? But
The dragon's about to steal Nathan again.
Arbane just looks at the dragon and just says in a very clear voice, "Please do not." And it's a voice. It's like almost like a mom scolding their kid. And do I need to roll an intimidate?
Are you sure you want to go about it?
Would it be intimidate or animal can? Because he's just kind of just been like, don't do the thing.
It would be animal.
Perfect, because I have 2 dots of that and charisma. Well, I have 3 dots of charisma. Standard diff or higher diff because he has a flaw.
What flaw do you have?
Nathan's flaw. The one that's like, come buy me, I'm a chimerical magnet.
It would be fair for a higher diff.
Yeah.
What's the amount of points you put into chimerical magnet? What was the cost of it? Okay, it's at a +2 difficulty.
All right, so I'm gonna spend a willpower on this. All right, and 3 successes with the willpower spend.
And he kind of gives you like a look of like, what? I wasn't stealing him.
He just kind of gives him that stern look at first, and then smiles and winks at the dragon as he kind of just to Nathan to just kind of lead him away from the dragon, so that he's not like pulling him away, but just kind of like offering his arm or something, so it looks a bit more dignified for the knight. And then, yeah, if everybody is all prepared, Arbane's going to get everybody ready to go then.
Yeah. Oh, I guess I could do the thing. No, the dragon. Get dog glamour to add scene. Nathan's gonna have everybody kind of huddle up.
Okay.
Just football style huddle up, so everybody's kind of like all in one little circle, arms around each other.
Yeah.
And as he does that, he's going to spit on the ground in the middle of the circle. Kind of like kick his foot and rub it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, is the circle a part of it as well?
Yes. And that should be good. And he's going to do Oaken Shield on everybody.
Hooray!
So I got 3 dots of primal, 5 dots of fit.
Damn.
I needed a lot of faith.
Yeah, like, you have an infusion at a high enough level, like, basically dot 3 and above require Fate 5.
-3.
Yeah, like that's what I hated about Dreamcraft. Was like Dreamcraft 2 needed like from Dreamcraft 2 and up you needed Fae 5, and it's like what?
Spending a little time. All right.
Byron's going to just kind of. Oh, sorry.
Everyone's got 5 additional health levels.
Hooray!
Oh, damn.
Can't you just see it written on their tombstone? Cause of death, died for the poop.
Make sure nobody dies for the poo.
Okay. We have a Fiona leading the mission. Literally nothing can possibly go wrong with this.
I think we want to vote.
So you're saying this?
Oh dear, Evan. Evan, try that again. You like, yeah. Yeah, supreme robot, Evan.
I said, so the squire now outranks the knight. How's that going?
No, but he's the one who like got the mission together.
Yeah, and Nathan straight up said like, this is kind of his deal.
Hmm.
So, if things go awry, then Nathan will be like, all right, taking back control. But he's gonna give Arbane a little chance to prove himself.
Give him enough rope to hang himself.
No, he's gonna give him a chance to prove himself.
Got to go for that knighthood. Got to prove myself, yo. So yeah, if everybody's ready, he's going to mount up,
I
offer.
keep hearing enough rope to hang myself.
He's gonna offer both Anastasia like to ride on it, and if Anastasia doesn't want to, then he'll offer Nathan to ride on the horse with him.
We'll jump on. Her and the horse are best friends.
I don't have enough metamorphosis so we can ride a giant horse that everybody can just sit on the back of like Appa. Rip. And then yeah, he will head off. And since I never stated it in the scene, he is wearing his armor because there's no reason not to go out in armor when you're doing official things like patrolling the Changeling Market.
Patrolling the market in dragon plate armor.
I ain't in dragon plate armor. Rip.
Man, I'd be wearing that dragon plate armor everywhere. It'd just be like, yo, I made this. Who wants a set?
Oh, that making fun of the dragon plate armor thing.
Sorry, I'm terrible.
And shit. There was Merlin. That was pretty baller.
So everyone's got 5 of it now.
Yeah, if everybody's ready, I'll head off with the party.
Oh, first question, Kim. I ate some of the Thalliane last time. Can I sense any of that particular Thalliane in the area?
Really?
That type of... I have the eidetic taste and the acute taste. Merits.
Let me look at merit. Hey, will you turn the air on? Will you turn the air on? Okay,
So,
he's wanting to use eidetic taste to see if those Thalliane are nearby. Trying to think of the role that would be good for that.
But seriously, hold the scene, hold everything. Tiger has popcorn.
Let me go get my laptop real quick. It's got my PDFs on it.
Okay, yeah, perception tuning.
I think he just walked away to go grab something that has PDFs on it.
yep. That's okay.
It's all right. Absolutely no one's going to die in this mission led by the house that is known for having bad things happen when they shouldn't.
It's fine. That's cool.
It'll go great. It'll be awesome.
Look, I guarantee that the highest ranked noble will walk out of this alive.
I also guarantee the only one without a title will walk out of this alive because he's going to hide behind the large knight covered in the armor. Behind, I mean, uses human shield.
So you're gonna hide behind this Squire Byron because he has, I think he has the most armor. AK, he's the best meat shield.
I can guarantee you Nathan has the most armor right now.
Probably because Nathan has the special full plate. I just have their regular.
I mean, to be fair, unless you can craft your own, there's no point taking more than 3 dots of armor at like character creation because you lose dexterity.
Oh my god! Oh, that pun! Oh, that pun!
Although, now you're back, did you hear what Kim said about perception empathy?
It's
Nope.
perception kenning.
Or perception kenning? Yeah.
Okay. So that's going to be
32 dice.
no.
On an unrelated question, you ate some Thalane?
Yep.
You know the sentient creatures, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. They're not essentially, they are sentient creatures.
I mean, doesn't Nathan have a troop of goblins that follows him around?
Mm-hmm.
What's the difficulty, Kim? And I'm guessing that my cute sense taste is not going to help here.
Start off with, as you get closer to the nightmare realm, it'll of course go down, but to start, you're gonna start at difficulty.
Difficulty what? I didn't hear that last bit. 8. Okay.
On an unrelated side note, Tiger, is your popcorn buttered?
It is.
2 successes.
Who eats unbuttered popcorn?
Heathens,
No.
that's who.
Extra buttered. Okay. And then I also have like buttered salt that I put on it.
You have
So
much
it's
to
like-
teach us.
It's like triple buttered.
Okay. Let's see.
Tiger died shortly thereafter of a heart attack due to all the cholesterol from the butter.
It hasn't killed me yet.
They haven't been around recently. Not in that area around the dragon. Like, the last time you fought him was,
Alright, well, relaying this information to Nathan, I don't taste any of the Thaliane around, but that's probably going to change the closer we get to the Nightmare Realm.
Okay. Guess to the nightmare realm then.
Alright. Like a plan.
I'm totally playing the violin as we go, singing a jaunty tune as we, advance into our own demise.
No, we'll be fine. We're like the biggest badasses in this city. We'll be fine.
Every werewolf contradicts your statement. Every one of them.
They ain't got unleashing, little bitches. Now that the Fiona shit talking is over, we make our way to the Nightmare Realm and arrive there. So we can continue.
Let me know if my senses go off, because I'm like every 100 yards or so I'd be rolling to see if I taste anything in the air.
not really. Like, when you get to, the, nightmare realm, you see it's covered in shit. Like, they have all but given up on inhabiting this little area because there's literally so much shit. Like, they try to keep it clean, but that proves to be impossible.
Sir Nathan, I would just like you to know that when we fight the shit elemental, I am not going to bite it for you.
Nathan will look at him. Well, someone's not that devoted to joining House Dougal, then, are they?
You just get this, like, grumpish, like, glower, like, grrr. Damn, you got me.
Byron, there is a pat.
Anyone can roll perk empathy on Nathan when he says that.
The salt. Two successes. Oh no, shit, that's a botch. That's a double botch.
Yeah, that's a two dice botch.
Yeah, so, Evan Nathan is being completely 100% serious.
Shock, horror. Somebody alert the authorities. Not really. I will point out, do you have any... I don't botch that often, but the last time Gravedigger botched with Nathan around, it literally created a character flaw for the next 2 months, where it's just like, so wait, knockers are the attractive ones who sacrifice babies.
Yep.
Anybody else gonna roll perception empathy?
Sure, I'll roll it at difficulty 9.
Why would it be a diff 9?
I don't have empathy. And
Yeah,
I'm a red cap, which increases it by another 2.
Perceptions aren't social rolls.
Empathy? I thought empathy was social.
It does not affect the difficulty, as I've been trying to say 3 times now.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's a talent. Talents are unaffected by difficulty increases.
Mm-hmm.
Tiger is correct. It's like venue-wise. For talents, there's no difficulty. For skills, it's a +2 difficulty, and you can't roll it at all if you don't have the knowledge. It's kind of venue, I think.
This is horrible.
Sorry, what are we rolling?
Perception, empathy.
Joey, can you roll me 7 dice? 8 dice, sorry.
Yes. 8 dice at standard diff, I assume?
Standard.
Okie dokie. 7 successes.
Yeah, it's just like 9, 10, 9, 6, 8, 9, 8.
Yeah, do you have a spec?
So
Because that brings it up to 8. Sorry.
Oh, yeah, I have a spec because Kim yelled at me that I didn't have a spec in empathy.
You still haven't picked your intelligence spec yet.
I'm sorry. You have to yell at me some more. I'll do it next time.
Whenever Nathan told Byron that if he wanted to join House Dougal, he was going to have to take a bite out of a flying shit elemental, he was completely joking. Like, it was obviously a joke.
I like how it's not just a shit elemental. No. It's a flying shit elemental.
Well, yeah, because it's dragon shit.
Kim, because I actually have to go shortly, because I actually have a weekly tabletop that I need to do. My character doesn't view Thalain as much different from Kithain. He just thinks that they have different ideologies. So you know what? What would dragon shit count as to be affected by a cantrip?
Probably nature.
Shit. I don't feel like nature is quite the right thing.
Okay.
I'm not sure. That is a question I was not prepared for. What round do you need to affect dragon shit? It's
You can always do the standby since we're in the dreaming. It could be Fae.
It's up to whatever you feel, Kim.
I guess it would be Faye since, you know, it's the...
Okay. In that case, he's going to drop Bay to affect it, and then he's going to throw... I'll put my dross expenditures on my character sheet because I do have the dross to cover this. He'll throw 5 dross into Scene. Basically use hopscotch to scoop it all up and deposit it outside the nightmare realm in like a pile. I didn't. I just heard Kim. I just heard you say, "Are you hopscotching?" And then, yeah.
That's actually interesting.
Well, basically, his logic is that the Thalane don't deserve to literally live in shit. Despite what they might be, it's not fair to them.
God
Well,
damn it.
So
also, you guys see who wants to roll perception or alertness?
All right. Let me check my sheet really quickly so I know my dice pool. Aha, I added that extra dot of alertness, I think. Standard diff? Oops. I didn't mean to hit enter. Oh well. I failed anyways unless it was diff 5.
Can you roll me 4 dice?
Yep.
Oh, this is it. So you got...
Did I miss one? Last one?
Oh,
Nope.
okay.
No successes either, Anthony. It
1
did
success.
the same shit.
Delicious.
0 ones are bitches.
Okay. So, let's go to test. This is a relatively small nightmare room. Nathan wants to test. Small nightmare room. Pretty easy to reach the center.
Two successes on perception alertness for Byron.
Yeah, the small nightmare room.
Okay. In order to basically clean it, I will start to make my way towards the center of the nightmare realm.
You cut out for me a little bit. What just happened?
We're traveling to the center of the Nightmare Realm so that we can clean it.
Fair enough.
That's what the Leonin is doing. Arbane is not doing that.
Okay. Oh, that's why I was confused. So it was like, wait, what happened? Okay. And what about the thing with the shit? Did that thing happen? Because I've caught bits and pieces of it. I apologize.
I think it's kind of a. I think we're kind of at a point where that nothing was really going to happen, but we're still surrounded by the shit.
Fair enough.
You can pretty much just take as much as you get it taken. Really, going to basically clean the Nightmare Realm. Says he's going to try and because it's not really fair to the people who live here to have to live in shit.
Fair enough.
I mean, I respectfully disagree with that.
If Nathan says eat shit, it's eat shit. Like, I don't have the right to disagree.
So we have one person trudging through the shit to get to the center of the Nightmare Realm.
I will
That's
fill
it.
4 bags full.
Okay. Oh, the dragon manure.
I like dragon manure. I also like claiming minus ridiculousness because of dragon manure.
So Arbane, for his part, is just kind of watching the other sheep trudge into the center of the Nightmare Realm.
We can't see him, like, it's a small one, but there are a couple of houses and, like, okay, it's about the size of the Chamberlain Market.
Okay.
But he's still
Which
like
means-
watching the direction he went.
You know something? This might get me killed, but you know, he's totally doing the. He's basically trying to do the good thing. So you know, if it gets me killed, write that on my tombstone.
Fair enough.
What you do?
I think everybody's waiting on if Nathan says anything. Otherwise, I think we're just kind of waiting for him to come back.
I'm sorry, Arbane. Sir Arbane.
He'll kind of look over, a little confused. I beg your pardon.
I mean, if we would be riding back and shit, I feel I could help clean the horse.
He nods. I'm sure he would enjoy the bonding time. He seems to like you.
What do you think? He'll kind of like play with the horse. Like,
Nathan's just kind of sitting, like, he saw Canthus going. He's not really sure where he's going or what he's doing, unless Canthus.
Oh, Canthus has said. Canthus has said what he's doing.
Oh, I didn't realize you'd said that in character. So I did actually would have.
Yeah, no, he basically says that no one, even if there are enemies, deserve to live like this, and trudges into the center of the Nightmare Realm.
Okay, my bad.
Okay.
I missed that you said that in character. Nathan actually has a response to that.
Okay.
He would have told Kim, these people. Well, yes, generally I agree with you. I don't think they are inherently worse than any of us, regardless of whose dreams they sprout up from. These people are actively trying to kill that dragon, and he'll like nod his head back towards the dragon, and the dragon is showing its disagreement with that.
Canthos will look back at Nathan, kind of. He won't. He smiles and he says, "I understand that, Sir Adams, but oftentimes, in order to talk, to dialogue, in order to come to an understanding, Sometimes there has to be a single act of kindness.
I don't think they would be particularly willing to speak.
Maybe not, but he kind of looks up at the sky and says, it's kind of, from what Kim has said, it's kind of obvious that they abandoned their homes. Like you said, that people have just kind of gotten the fuck out.
Mm-hmm.
He'll just say, in all honesty, all I lose is a handful of dross. And maybe I can make something a little bit brighter. I think I won't, but still.
Nathan will shrug, and then I'll actually start going in with them. Like if Canthos starts to go in, Nathan will just go in with them.
Aaron is following close behind Nathan,
Cool.
readying his shield.
Follow.
Let's go in after.
Small round. It's pretty obvious when you get to the center. There's this ugly ass black tree.
Now roll.
Rumor is knowledge of the doing well? Sure.
Alright. Is my scholarly spec.
Sure, but it's gonna be at like with 8.
Okay.
What are we rolling?
Intelligence Greymare off the tree. Yeah.
Cool. I'll rock that roll.
Yeah. It's difficulty 8.
Kim, I'd like to do a perception kenning roll to see if there's any of the Thaleen, like hiding in the buildings, like sniffing the air and whatnot.
You will not be. You're surrounded by shit on all sides, and it is overwhelming your senses.
Kim, I have 2 successes on the intelligence Greymare roll on the tree.
Okay. This thing is what is making the nightmare realm. It's literally sucking the glamour and the creativity from around it.
I'm going to just look at Nathan and say, would you like us to take care of the problem, Sir Nathan?
I think I got it.
And he'll just stand there then and watch.
I'm going to say, cleanse this place of the nightmares, and I'm going to pyretic on the tree.
Hell yeah.
Is shit on fire too?
No.
Set things on fire. Set things on fire.
Except this time it's the knocker setting everyone else on fire. It's revenge.
Hooray! Hooray!
This is Nathan's master plan all along.
It's a small tree. Like, it's nice and big since it's a small room. But
Okay, 2. Oh. I botched.
Oh no!
Oh no, Tiger's about to be on fire again.
okay.
I gain an imbalance, and the Unleashed Art causes havoc around me for 1 turn.
And you
You
can't
unleashed?
use it for the rest.
Uh-oh.
You can't use it for the rest of the scene either.
So you guys are gonna
Ooh.
for 3 seconds, right?
Yeah.
Everything but the tree catches fire. For those with armor, roll your armor. For those without armor, take 4 ag.
Okay, 6, 10.
I botched my
13.
soak roll. Luckily, I can't botch soak rolls. So I take 4 ag.
Ow.
Damn, 13. Okay.
I have granite skin, remember?
Okay.
Granite skin, shield, and plate.
Oh,
Shield really wouldn't help you, Grog.
yeah, no.
Yeah. Unless you have a merit that allows you to soak ag, which there are none that I'm aware of.
Granite skin. It provides armor.
It does provide armor, but
It doesn't.
But no, I don't think granite skin lets you soak ag.
Okay. So it would be just the armor itself, not the entire pool.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
can't so bad in their fighting anymore.
So, 6 for the armor and
I'll be damned. Granite skin would count as
yeah.
Would count for it. Okay.
I count as having chainmail over my entire body. It's on page
It's on page
177.
177.
Oh,
Does you possess the equivalent of chainmail armor?
yeah, I was looking for the actual armor. I got it. Thank you. So you
I mean,
got,
the ST could easily say that is an actual armor.
yeah.
Her stacking in this game is weird.
Armor rating, not the inspired.
The armor soaks all 4 of it then.
Right. And then on the next turn, does it only go for 1 turn, or are we still all burning?
Okay. Roll Dex Athletics to make sure you didn't catch fire.
Oh, where's my sheet?
Uh-oh. Alright, so would lightning reflexes count here as a specialty?
That's a tough one. I'll have to say yes this time.
Question.
Will you go ahead, Anthony.
To rolling rolls, is it hashtag what you rolling?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Kim, will nimble movement count as a spec for this?
Yeah, sure.
Cool. In that case,
2.
4 successes.
I have 2.
I have 3.
I have yes.
Yeah, yes.
I
Yeah. I got 2 successes.
Okay. Did everybody get successes?
I think so.
Yes.
Nobody caught fire.
Hooray.
Byron, now angry and following his gut instinct, tries to take a bite out of the tree.
Nathan Spencer's starting looking embarrassed.
Yeah, the fireproof guy is embarrassed.
I mean, I'm gonna do a cool thing, guys.
So, Kim, what happens when I take a bite out of the tree?
Oh dear.
Oh, what?
Actually, I have a question.
Uh-huh.
Is dragon shit flammable
Don't you say...
and explosive?
Oh, I was hoping you weren't going to say anything.
I mean, it has such a high concentration. Oh, sweet methane, Jesus.
Well, I think we all just died.
All shit is kind of flammable. It's a methane.
Okay.
Slow.
Do I have time to get off a single action before the shit explodes? Literally.
Oh, yeah, fuck, I can fix this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think the shit
Byron's
explodes.
gonna unleash
Okay.
before it explodes. He's gonna unleash winter. I mean, you can go ahead and do something too. I mean,
well, I said
this is all
something
like
first,
reaction.
There's nothing to say you both can't unleash. Being realistic, you've got no idea what the other one is about to do in character. And we're not in an initiative order, so there's no reason you would both not do as you're doing.
So I'm going to spend 2 glamour and unleash my favorite art. Wayfair, and just say, get us out of here.
Oh, Christ.
10, F6. Yeah, it is.
It's F7.
I have a nightmare dice. Do I need to roll that separately from my own dice pool?
No, you get to add it on.
Okay.
Like,
And
you
you
roll
also
your regular dice pool. You
Mhm.
just declare which die.
not with unleashing.
That was unleashed.
Not with unleashing.
I'm exhausted right now.
Awesome.
Unleashing, you add nightmare to your glamour, roll that, and also you gain a nightmare at the beginning.
Okay. So I got 1 success, so I am able to control the unleashing. And my nightmare dice was not a 10.
Okay.
My nightmare dice, however, was a 10 because it's the last die in the pool.
Oh, you gained another one.
Yep.
I'd like to take an action.
Let's see. Wayfair and Winter was unleashed at the same time. So, the Wayfair goes off. What you wanting to do?
Anthony?
Excuse me?
What are you wanting to do?
Oh, I was just going to make it rain and put out the fire with Spring 3. But I mean, okay, we can do this too.
I mean, to be fair, like, everything caught on fire, the realm's probably going to burn down completely anyways. Like, we might as well just leave it and get us out of there.
Everything except the tree.
The thing
Yeah,
that
but
we're
that means
actually-
everything in the Nightmare Realm. Sorry.
So, wait, hang on. Whoa. Hang on. let me actually just decompartmentalize this correctly.
No.
The Nightmare Realm to help a bunch of people. I can respect burning down the Nightmare Realm. How we keep talking about the Thalane and why they don't like us. Well, not only burning down their homes, which exist here, burning down the Nightmare, and then getting the fuck out. This is not going to look good.
I mean, they hate us because we are children of the Tuatha, their ancient enemies. That's why they hate us. If you want to like go there, they actually hate you more than we hate you and me more than everybody else because we're she. If you want to go there,
Can we get back in character, please? Thanks.
yeah.
I agree.
So the Wayfarer goes off. You guys end up a little bit outside the Nightmare Realm, a safe distance, of course. It's snowing over the Nightmare Realm.
Actually, I was going to point at the tree and yell "shatter" as my unleashing, hoping that would do something about what was about to happen.
Okay, so not snowing over the Nightmare Realm. The Nightmare Realm is still on fire. When you guys get Wayfared out of there.
What about the dragon shit?
Fire.
Do we see a fucking mushroom cloud where the Nightmare Realm was?
So instead of massive fireball of hell and hate, like
Yeah, like there's a massive fireball right now. Let's see.
I gotta look at it, sigh and say, to quote the scientists that worked on the Manhattan Project, now we're all sons of bitches.
I believe the other one is "Behold, for I have become death."
No,
Everybody
no,
just
no,
looks at the
no.
mushroom. Sorry.
My quote's better.
Okay, so for the winter unleashing of freezing the tree and shattering it. I just saw, let's see. Yeah, it works. Like,
Sorry.
the tree shatters, the Nightmare Realm kind of gets sucked into itself, and it kind of just becomes like a blank canvas. And in the dreaming, like there's nothing there, but you wouldn't suggest walking across it, honestly.
Kim,
Yes.
I will use Spring 2 to make life grow there. That's what it does. You can spring up life out of nothing.
Okay. Any particular?
Bright new forest is the intent. With that, I will spend 2 glamour to get the requisite nature realm and roll. So, the bunk will be, Anastasia will kind of take a twig over to the blank area, kind of over into the area that she's standing in, draw a circle and start speaking Spanish and invoking a rain god. And that's the bunk.
Okay. I'll give it 3. There's like 2 major components for that.
All right. I have a art affinity spring, so that's another -2. So I believe it's diff 3.
Mm-hmm.
I will spend a willpower.
Okay.
Um, 2, 3, 4 successes.
Yeah, you get what you want. Bright, beautiful force. It's not quite stable yet. But yeah, it's starting to grow.
We just wanna. She'll turn around and say, you kind of want to leave things better than when we came. The bright and proper thing to do, etiquette. She'll kind of nod to Sir Arwen because he is. This is this is his lord's land. So
And he'll nod, offer her a ride back to the Changeling Market.
As they walk back, because, and Nathan and Canthos are both walking, Canthos will say, well, that went sideways very quickly.
Yeah, sometimes that happens.
And all that jazz, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
For the record, he turns around and he looks at him in the face and he bows very deeply to Nathan and he says, I wanted to thank you. I saw it, but you did. You saw that there isn't necessarily just the monster in the monstrous.
I'm gonna be honest. There are still, there's still a lot of stigma regarding them. There's some stigma regarding the kind of gestures himself, and a gesture to Byron, amongst some other of us. I'm not okay with that personally.
He'll nod and he'll say, yes, but then again, he make it. Or at least that's a saying I was told when I was very young.
Got
Prior
out.
to. Oh, hang on. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
He says, peace is an idea that is worth aspiring to. That is something that I was told when I was very young. And I believe it.
I agree with that.
And for the record, Star, if you require it, you can use my dragon's fire to forge whatever you should like, Sir Adam.
I'll keep that in mind. I appreciate the offer.
I have much testing to do in order to figure out what I need to do in order to create what I want to create. I know how to do it in the mundane world, the gray world, but all the rules for my art and my passion do not exist here.
There's a nod.
Nathan will turn to us, say, if you need anything forged or smith, my workshop is the one in the Changeling Market that looks like a giant clock.
I see. Whenever it ticks the hour, is there some kind of or something that chimes?
You're breaking up really bad, Evan.
Yeah.
Can you hear me better now?
Yes.
He says, when it chimes the hour, is there a bell that rings?
No, I didn't install it there.
And as I really need to go to my other game, is it cool if we call the scene there? Because I'm hosting it. Awesome. Thank you, players, for doing the player thing. Thank you, watchers, if we ever have any, for doing the watcher thing. This has been the quest for Dragon Poo.